here we are. We're back. Are you guys back? We are just, where are we at right now? All the way up in the 800s. This thing just didn't stop yesterday. Where was that at? Could have held on to that trade and retired. All right, so just be trading our fundeds. I think I am going to trade them linked group. I wasn't going to originally, but like I was saying yesterday, I usually do best with my first few trades. So if I were to take a few trades on one account and then stop and then go to the other one, most likely at that point I would have started to decline, and then I'll just start taking bad trades on the other one. So I think it's best to just do my best and just group them and pretend like it's one account. It's up methodical. I woke up at like 2:30 or 3ish with a migraine. Well, I went to bed with a migraine and trying to sleep it off, but I kept waking up because it was hurting. Got up like at between 2:30 and 3, can't remember. Took some medicine. Opened up my phone for a second just so I always check YouTube and see if any new videos have been posted from people I follow. And this guy's streaming. Streaming the London session like a madman. I stream like 1% of what you do. Well, I didn't get to watch it. I just opened it up. I'm like, is he really streaming? And then I clicked it. I should have sent a thing real quick, but like my head was killing me. So I was just like laughing, and I'm like, can't believe this guy's up this early streaming. And then, but then, yeah. So I didn't get to see any trades, but it's all right. There's plenty of trading sessions out there. Some will work, some won't. No big deal. McLovin, what's going on? So I mean, I'm supposed to be getting a payout soon, and then we can do our giveaway. I swear every month, the last few months, it's been within like the first week. But on the site, it says payout by the 15th. So it could happen today or tomorrow. Of course, the month I talk about it and want to give some of it away, it's not the normal amount. And they're going to pay out like at the last minute, which is like halfway through the month. Yeah, they're going slow this month. I swear there's been times where I've gotten it on like the second or the third. But it's only because I talked about giving it away to somebody and then it makes it look like I'm not doing it. Alito. I'm going to really try to make sure a setup forms on the 5-second inside of a fair value gap on the 1 minute. I think that's really the highest quality. We need to check the news. Now that I'm like so zoomed into the 5-second, like I don't really care what the market's doing. I'm just looking at the next couple seconds. Today's Thursday. Oh, so we had jobless claims at 8:30. Did that not move? Didn't really do anything. Markets are exhausted after yesterday. That came out of nowhere. Next thing is at 10. Hopefully we'll be done before then anyways. Just going to take a handful of scalps and not really aim for anything in particular. And if we're on point, maybe we'll end with more money in our account. And if not, then we need to cut it early. Like what we were planning on, what we did yesterday morning. We were down 180, stopped, no big deal. Obviously came back for the FOMC gamble and got all that back plus some. Which went surprisingly well. I wish we could have held and taken more out of that, but we didn't lose anything. And I was fully expecting to lose at least one account, so Hey, Jason. I haven't really been marking out levels because I've been taking those 5-second scalps, but let me go ahead and I guess I should keep doing that just to help my eye train. I mean, right off the bat on the 15-minute, we got equal highs, but these are all-time highs, so I mean, but we do have equal highs right there. I do it off of wicks, but off of swings. So a swing doesn't necessarily have to have a wick. I mean, there's a candle right there that doesn't really have a wick, but that's technically a swing low. What's up, Delta? We just took out, we have some equal, this is like so you kind of want to look for like flat areas. So we have all these highs right here that were relatively close together. So market already went up and took that out, and then now it's dropping. And then it just kind of depends on what time frame you want to do this on. But I like doing like the 1 hour and the 15 for some of the bigger ones, or like the not bigger ones, but the more important levels. What's up, Jeremy? And then we have a swing right here. However, not sure what we're going to do with that, because if you look at that range where we had the highs that were equal, we had lows that were equal, all those are, we came down on that 8:30 news and took out the liquidity beneath that, and then ran up, took out the liquidity up there. So now who knows where it's going to go. We took out liquidity on both of those, so we need to wait for it to break away from this area. Oh, market's open. Besides those, I'm not sure. This is yesterday, right? Oh, this is yesterday after FOMC in this whole area. So we could go back to, it's kind of like one big order block right there, right here, going down. Look at 1 hour, that was a bounce off of wick. This one. So along with fair value gaps, whenever there's big wicks like that, I believe ICT says you can treat those like fair value gaps and then look at the midpoint. We have all this displacement up from last night after hours. So coming back down like halfway. Who the hell knows where it's going to go? Like, I like trying to read the overall market. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. But honestly, I think it's better to just wait for setups to appear than just take the setup. Wanted to point I'm gonna wait a couple minutes, so I wanted to point something out. Everyone freaks out about all-time highs and stuff. However, if you look at the continuous, so we can go back on the date area, let's go back on the weekly. So this is the whole Nasdaq. I know you guys have not been trading, most of you guys have not been trading that long. I haven't been trading that long. I've only been trading for a few years. So back once we broke this back in the beginning of 2020. So from 2020 all the way to the end of 2021. So for 2 years, we were basically in all-time high territory that whole entire time. Constantly making new highs, pullbacks, new highs, pullbacks, new highs, pullbacks. So maybe that's the start of, maybe this is the start of that again. Everyone remembers their lives during this right here. But just because we're at all-time highs doesn't mean anything crazy is going to happen. I mean, for 2 years, we sat at all-time highs, just making every day, every week, little pullbacks and new all-time highs. Just since the beginning of 2022 is when we have been on this for all of 2022, it looks like. And then 2023 started climbing back up. All right. Brother Jason's already in a trade. We got to get back. We got to get back over there. We're in a 1 minute fair value gap. Created a 30-second one right there. Would have been a great little trade to get into, but we're looking at the weekly. So we'll wait for another one. I'm assuming he was looking at that fair value gap too, but we'll let him speak for himself. Double top. We created a little gap right here. Bullish. Which did break a swing. So we'll see if we create one on the 5-second. Geez, 16,700. Damn. I hope that works out for you. 150 points. 1 minute that lined up with this one as well. Oh man, forgot about that. All right, that saved me. That would have been a losing trade. I was just thinking that we had the tiniest little 5-second fair value gap there after hitting that 1 minute. That saved us from a losing trade though, because I had this on quantities of 1 instead of 2, and I have the group trading on. All right, we need one to form up here. All right, we can get started now that Tyler's here. We've just been waiting, Tyler. I feel like I should have a losing trade right now because I clicked sell, but I didn't have the right quantity on, so it saved me. Here we go. Take this one. Little gap, breaking structure. Just going to take that just a couple points and move on to the next one. There's another retest of that gap. My patience has come a long way. There were plenty of times where people commented on my patience, like several months ago, like 4 or 5 months ago, or at least in the beginning. And plenty of times where I had good patience while I was recording myself, and then as soon as I stop and I start trading in the afternoon, and then I have no patience. But I fully believe that those days are behind me. Yesterday morning I was very close to losing my mind. We took like what, four or five losing trades in a row, and that's frustrating. But I knew what the cause was. I knew what the reason was, and I stopped. Graham, I used to trade how you trade, but I could never. I don't think I ever tried to do it with micros. I always just did it with minis, which, as you know, just does not work with those accounts. As you've tried, none of these prop firm accounts are big enough for you to do your style with minis. I could probably do better with it now that how I read the markets, because I could not read the markets before learning ICT. I thought these numbers meant something. I thought volume meant something. I thought VWAP meant something. But it is of my personal opinion that none of that means anything. Yeah, Jeremy, I think that's why I gravitated towards this. It does help me feel like I can, even if I take a losing trade, I know I can wait for another setup. Uh-oh, here comes everyone. I'll explain myself. You can draw a random line on the chart, and you know what? You're going to find that the market reacts off of it. You guys use what works for you. I'm just saying I don't think it means anything for how I read the markets. I don't think volume means anything, because how do we have gaps from close to open? And I don't mean a fair value gap. I mean a straight up no traded gap at all. Is that all of a sudden more people just decided to trade 40 points higher than where we closed? I don't think so. I don't believe that. Now I'm going to get all the hate that ICT gets for talking about the markets like that. And I can confidently say that volume doesn't matter because I've built a bot to back test trading off of volume, and it doesn't mean a goddamn thing. I can tell you that. Sometimes it will do very well, sometimes it does very bad. Like, yeah, there's more volume, or when there's more volume, like more things are being traded, but it doesn't mean the market's going to go in one direction or the other. Just more people traded at that time. You don't know the volume's there till it's there, though. So it doesn't. Okay, so like it doesn't. Okay, if I look back and see this candle had more volume. Okay, first of all, that's another thing. Like, you can have candles that have way more volume that are huge compared to the candles surrounding it, and then you can have candles that are super small and have a ton of volume compared to everything else, and they're a lot smaller. So that, what? Tell me, that doesn't mean it doesn't mean what are you supposed to do with that? And just because a candle and a price did have volume at it in the past, in my opinion, does not matter anymore moving in the future. It might matter. Yeah, we're just arguing with everyone now. Everyone's going to start unsubbing because I'm what do you mean what do you mean defending it? It doesn't it does it doesn't mean anything. Bots are coming along. I have one that I want to start running on a account, but I need to run it on a prop account. It's so funny. I think it's funny that I mentioned like 3 things and all of a sudden you guys are like, no, I like my VWAP. I like my volume. Okay, here's another thing. You guys have seen, like, I'm not trying to be cocky or braggy or anything, but I've been doing pretty good. Like, right? You can't say I haven't been doing pretty good lately. And do you see, there's nothing on my chart. I don't think so. I don't think so, Alito. Sometimes it might respect that, and sometimes it doesn't. If something isn't guaranteed, then you can't. I mean, I guess that's the same with every setup, but if it doesn't work and you don't have an explanation, then it doesn't mean anything. Jeremy, tomorrow you're gonna see me have like every indicator that everyone uses all on my chart and be like, I love these indicators. Well, um, hold on, I gotta take I gotta I have to take these one at a time. Um, why waste time trying to teach? I mean, I'm not trying to teach anybody. I was just voicing my opinion, and everyone started attacking me. I'm the victim here. I was just sharing. I said, in my opinion. McLovin, see, okay, ICT is insane. He's crazy. I know he's crazy, but I do agree that the charts move. I don't think people trading affect how the chart moves. I don't believe that. I don't believe it from a uh, software develop a software developer mind, not even a tinfoil hat conspiracy mindset. I don't believe I don't believe in any I don't believe I don't believe anybody trading is moving these markets. It's this I think the way that these markets are moving and what we're all watching is the same thing as how we can all put on the same movie from Netflix. It's just all streamed to us, and then your broker decides, were you right or were you wrong? Now I'm take money out of your account, or I'll put money in your account because you chose what the next scene was going to do. I don't believe that all these hundreds and thousands of brokers and platforms and all these little rats amongst the world are all trading and they're moving the markets because we all bought at this time. I don't believe that it can. I don't think the software can't even work like that. It's too much. Like we would all be seeing different things. But we're not. We all watch the market do the exact same thing at the exact same time, and I just think that that's uh, physically impossible right now. So that's why I stand by some of these indicators. Not they don't mean anything. They're just showing you what happened. Sure, sometimes we bounce off of VWAP. Sometimes we bounce off of VWAP when volume is high and we're above EMA or whatever. And yeah, I'm not saying you can't make money with it. I'm not saying like it's not possible. For me personally, I need something that when it doesn't work, I need an explanation. And when VWAP fails, there's no explanation. It just didn't work that time. I with the ICT concepts, I have an explanation, and I'm not trying to talk you guys into like trading like I do or trading what ICT teaches. I'm just explaining why I use it. I don't know, Delta. Even if we only looked at all the big players trading, I just find it hard to believe that there's that many variables coming into a central location to then determine, oh, more people bought here, move this candle up. Now go tell every single broker and platform that's out there for all the retail traders. Yeah, like I said, Alito, I'm not saying you can't use that stuff, but when it doesn't work, there's no explanation. Hank, I'm saying that if we all came together, we can't move this. Maybe there's like other assets, like how people do like pump and dump schemes, but I don't think that we have the power to do that with, at least with futures. What kind of strategy? I'm trading how ICT reads the markets and then just adapted it to what I want to do, which is lately watch the 1 minute and then look for something to line up on the 5 second and then just take a couple point scalp and do several of those. No, I don't believe that, Alito. I think there's orders that get triggered, but those orders are not making the market do anything. I don't know what happened, Delta. If they wanted to, if a city was selling 50 billion at a certain spot, why couldn't they just push the price past it and only fill some of those and keep going? Doesn't mean we're going to hit a wall and it's going to get stuck there. And none of this none of this even matters. How many people did we lose? Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how I think the markets move. It doesn't really matter how you guys think the markets move. I know, McLovin, everyone's trying to sabotage me now because I have these controversial opinions. I knew Tyler was on my side because I've heard him speak about this before. Maybe, but yeah, it really doesn't matter regardless. All right, let's try and make some real money instead of talking about imaginary things. All right, we just swept that high little gap down. Could have got into that. Jesus Christ. How am I supposed to recover after this? You guys got my emotions all flared up. Look at this move we just missed. Alito, we're moving on. Okay? No more. Don't make me turn this channel around. Came right into OTE right here. I can't. It gave me one candle on the 5 second. It gave me 5 seconds to get into this. Chip chop ham. Got a high low, higher high. Where are we going here? It's almost 10. I will never speak about volume and your guys' indicators again. I'm just going to focus on me. I just have to do me. Damn it. That went so quick. Come on. I don't think anyone's being a hater. I mean, everyone who was talking, I think, are people that like me. So it's all good. Jesus. We missed our opportunity. This is not good, guys. This is not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. Methodical's a hater, but his opinion doesn't matter, so it's fine. We messed up on that trade, though. What's not good is that I was in that freaking long right there, and we just took a massive hit. He's not a hater. He's just joking. Everyone calm down. I don't think I have any legit. This is getting way out of hand. Like oh my god. All right, just so everyone knows, if we ever do get somebody who is an actual hater, like I promise I will handle it. Like I can handle that stuff perfectly fine. Like it doesn't hurt my feelings, so no one needs to like jump and attack anyone. I appreciate that some people would do that, but there's no need. I'll handle it. I usually handle things like that with humor. It's just easier instead of getting upset. But yeah, Methodical was just joking. So no need to attack there. Oh my god. I'll start blocking everyone. We could put methodical in timeout. I'm not allowed to mention VWAP anymore. Oh, you think because you think if you're a member, you get a pass? All right, how many opportunities did we miss and we get burned on this one? When I would have exited that. Why didn't I just click exit? What is this doing? I need to stay out until we sweep one of these lows. Yeah. Nice, McLovin. Nice. Let's get this low swept and create a gap in the opposite direction. New day opening gap? I haven't even been looking at that. Oh, down here. Yeah, look at that. That's a very real possibility. But if we get a bullish fair value gap right here, I'll take it. There was one, but we didn't really come back into that. And now I don't know if I want it. Come on, man. If we have a red day today, I'm blaming it on you guys. What's up, Joseph? It does seem like that. Tyler, you were the only one on my side. Come on. I just want a little more right there. Maybe 23, 25-ish. So there's a 30-second gap too. Well, like I go to the 5-second chart and then we're still going to trade sideways after I get into a trade. Like for maybe this high right there. Come on. I just have to take that. At least puts us back to where we were before this stupid trade. So just take it easy. We need to slow down. We're at $8 on the day. I like the time-based charts. Did it just hit that? It did. See what you guys made me do? All right, Delta. You're about to get banned. We're not allowed to speak about volume or any indicator. I'm gonna make a special channel for you guys. You can talk about any indicator you want, but I'll be damned if we're gonna talk about it in general and if we're gonna talk about it in the live stream chat. Yeah. You can change your name to whatever you want. You're just not going to be in the Discord anymore if your name's VWAP. Oh, man. You guys are too much. I can't believe how quickly that got out of hand, and I learned my lesson. We're inside of a 5-minute. 5-minute civvy. This looks pretty ugly, though. Oh, that's what I meant to do is pull up the 30-second. Thanks, McLovin. Trade mode off. Hide all this crap. 30-second. That guy right there. Yeah. I don't really like gaps like that, but I mean, I guess it's something. Plus, it had a volume imbalance too, which is even more powerful. But yeah, I never came back down there. I'm kind of expecting to come up into this guy and then reverse. If it does, then we can take that. But if not, God, why is TradingView so crappy? Alito, you're banned. Get out of here. Go on and get. Damn, this guy formed right after touching. Oh, that's not a Sibby. Yeah, I'm liking Quant Tower too. I haven't done any. I've only been using my bot on it, but from what I see with that, I really like it. I need to do some manual trading on there, but the only thing I can trade on Quant Tower right now is my personal account, which I've been trying to leave alone. Right after we closed in that 5 minute. So maybe we're just going to go back down. Those lows are pretty close to each other. And maybe we are going after that end dog that somebody, I can't remember who, somebody pointed out, which I forgot to do. I like when the lines are level. Oh, you know what, McLovin? I almost said it's coming back to that, but I wouldn't take it. In my head, I was thinking we're coming right back to McLovin's 818. I have to, like, I've been doing this now for almost a year, and I still get in the habit of not saying all my thoughts out loud when, like, that's the whole point of recording myself and you guys watching is to, I guess, see what I'm thinking or to hear what I'm thinking. Man, what is this doing? I would have not expected it to do that right there. This would be a long, but I don't trust it. Don't trust it at all. Yep. Damn. Oh, this ain't random, Tyler. There's extra. I can't. Right after FOMC hitting all-time highs. As I was saying that I didn't trust it, I saw this gap form and I was close to wanting to short that. But I didn't. I am a little nervous after what we went through because this trade was way too big of a losing trade to take on these accounts. Like, I'm not, should have been less than half of that. I thought that said twerking. Just see Tyler out there in Ohio twerking for the price to come down or go up. Not to give away where you live or anything, but I think you've mentioned Ohio in the chat, so I don't think that that's a big secret. Let me pull up his address real quick for everybody. What is this doing? I would pull up Google Maps and just joke and like throw a pin on the chart and say, or on the map and say, this is where Tyler lives. But honestly, like, I would probably end up pinpointing his exact house. I have a special ability with Google Maps. Alito knows. We didn't quite hit the new day. We're not there. We didn't get down there yet. 677. It's down here at the low. Maybe you're thinking about the if you put yours on daily, yours is at 786. Oh, you're looking at the continuous. I phone call. I think I clicked that too early. All right. I would like to long some of these. Hold on. I like longs here, but at the same time, I don't. Where did our... Oh. I mean, we may not hit that. Just chopping back and forth right now. Is Jason still here? Weren't he was in like a short at 850. I don't know if he got tagged out or not. I'm not sure where his stop was. I think we can. I think we go lower because of. Oh. Look at the 5-minute. Got a high, low, higher, high. We displaced down, came back into this order block, so we should keep going down. That's kind of scary on a big candle like that. I know it's not that big, but for the 5-second, it is. Yeah. Are you kidding me? We just recovered from one of these. I have to just get out. God damn it. I knew that after I got back to break even, I should have just stopped there because I don't know, just messes with me. I think we're fine to keep going though. Shouldn't have taken such a large candle because then if it doesn't work out, it's too big of a risk. I need to be taking the smaller gaps because then if those don't work out, it's only a few points, like something like this. You know, that gap works, but if it didn't work, it's only, I don't know, less than 5 points. Like those are the ones I'm trying to take like that, these little ones. So we'll wait for a little one. Kind of little. Kind of thinking this was just a liquidity grab up there real quick. Yeah, it happens. It happens, Alito. Be nice to at least get these lows right there. But we did just form a little gap bullish, but now we're up in this SIBI. We're getting too big of P&L swings today. I'm not watching the P&L up there because I know that it's double. What's messing with me right now is that I've taken 2 losses that are way too big, and that's the problem with this strategy, or with this way of trading. It's super easy to get stuck into a trade that wipes out multiple green trades, and that is so incredibly hard to overcome. Like if I accept it, I know I need a higher win rate. Doesn't mean that it still doesn't suck when it happens. That's why I got into 2 contracts, admittedly, is so that I could try to regain that, which is not what you're supposed to do. What's my max stop? I don't really have a set. I'm trying to obey the fact that I'm just taking these little gaps, and so my stop should only be a few points away from that. Yeah, I entered I entered 2 positions, so I had 2 contracts on this one, and then 2 obviously on the other account as well. And we got to be running for these coming up into this gap on the 1 minute, 5 second, and then go down and hit these lows right here at some point. I used to ignore small gaps, Mike, but on the 5 second, they're all small gaps, and the big ones don't fit what I'm going after because the risk is too high. That's what I'm thinking, McLovin. Now, since somebody pointed out this new day opening gap right here, so if you look at the daily from the close of yesterday to the open of today's session from yesterday at 6, but it's struggling to get down there. Jesus. Then we get these massive moves in comparison to what it's been doing. And I don't want to get on the wrong side of one of those. Looks like it might not wait for that 1050 macro. On the 1 minute, we had this candle displaced down with a little gap, and now we have a candle up with a gap. Had a little gap there, which broke that swing. Why can't we just get one decent trade while we're in the green? I have to kill that. Jesus. I might end it. I might stop there because I just can't get anything going. So we're down $60. I don't know if I should keep trying, so just keep getting on the wrong. We do good, then do bad, then do good, then do bad. And that's going to end up getting to me where I just start doing bad instead of back and forth. I'm not satisfied with that, though. Not satisfied with that. Hey, Jack. It's been interesting over here. We've had a family argument. And then I've just been taking good trades and bad trades and good trades and bad trades. So, I mean, we're down a little bit, but it's basically break even. It's a mini. I mean, trading a mini and being down $63 is basically break even. That's 3 points. So I could easily keep going and overtrade. And if I take one more trade and it's minus, if it's one of those big ones that I keep getting stuck in and it's minus 200, I'm going to be pissed that I didn't stop when I was minus 68. And then I have to fight trying to get that back, which then could turn into another minus $200 trade. Now I'm down like 400 when I should have just stopped when I was at 68. Just hit that new day opening gap, though. Yeah, I agree with you that that end dog was gonna be hit at the very least. Was it 62 would be closing it in. I think a long down here, though, like what Tyler's saying, 62 is where it would be closing it all the way in. Surely the 5-second will offer a bullish fair value gap. You can just get a few points off of. If we be smart about it. It's too late, surely. That's what I'm looking for, Eskimo. Why are some of these gaps so big? That's not what I'm not trading the 5-second chart for these gaps. They're just too big. I risk too much. Like I need a gap like this, just at 1 or 2 points. But oh. Have a good one, Jack. Thanks for stopping by. I want a long in this, but should have done it. It's all right. That's just too much. You want a 5-minute breaker? It's gonna take a while for that to form, no? Everything's gonna feel super slow to me now that I'm been looking at the 5-second. But when a setup is there on the 5-minute, it's pretty powerful. Why did it have to form a gap this big? This is what I'm trying. These are the gaps I'm trying to trade off of, like this. And that one worked. And these two worked. Came right up into the 1 minute. Got in way too late on that. That was just too quick of a move. Damn. So now we're down 17. My problem is there's no set like profit goal with the TopStep accounts, but there kind of is because a green day doesn't count towards the amount you make counts towards your payout, but you need to have 200 or more for it to log as a green day, right? So in the back of my mind, I have that $200. I think that's so easy. I can just get 200. But as you see, we go up and down. But we just got to wait for setups and then take them. Yeah, I mean, I could make 100 and it still adds to my amount I'm allowed to withdraw when I get to 5 $200+ days. Right? So you can you could technically have 10 $100 days in a row and be up 1,000. You just can't take that out until you get 5 $200 days. That's good. Like that helps. But knowing that it's not counting towards I think once I hit 5, I'll feel better. The problem is I think we've had 4. So in my mind, I'm like, I just need one more, and at least I can qualify. I'm not going to take it. Oh, damn. I didn't know that, Tyler. They refund your last month's subscription payment. Yeah, my last month was $11, so these were those $11 accounts. Eight, 9. Yeah, we've had 4 days. It is. That's true. It is better than 0. We've had 4 days, but we're only up 800 because I had a minus $1,000 day and hit that daily loss. So then I had a $700 day, which counted, but it was counting me. I had to get back to basically break even. We're just too close to these lows right there. Damn. Look, another entry. I couldn't take it because we have these equal lows right there that I thought we would go down and hit, but these little gaps, man, they work when they work. Obviously, you can't just take any one because, like, here's one up here that we came down and hit and then went through it, but this doesn't mean anything. Like, we're already moving up, and I don't know. That was the previous day high. Yeah, we just have to do one more $200 day, then we qualify. But then I still want to build this. If we made $200 today and put this at 1,000, I'm not taking any out because that's gonna, as soon as I take some out, our minimum comes up and the floor is too close. But so far, doing all right. That first day was the day I just shouldn't have started trading it because I got the account in the afternoon, and I told you guys in the morning, if I get the account this afternoon, I'm not going to touch it. And what did I do? I get on there and hit my daily loss limit. So that's what I get. So we had to fight that on the way back up. But just got to take it nice and easy. Here's that 1050 Tyler macro. I think I need to leave my day the way where it is. I could get into a green trade, but if I get into a red trade, it's not going to be good for my mental state. So recognizing that before it happens is very important. Yeah, tomorrow maybe we won't talk about any indicators. Yeah, I'm not sure why either, Delta. It's working, Tyler. Damn, Jason, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm at like a high risk for getting into a bad spot, a bad place. Nice work, John. $17, it's not even a red day. That's less than 1 point. Oh, you hear the dogs. Yeah, I think my wife just pulled in, so I'm going to go help with groceries, and I'm done. I'm not going to touch this the rest of the day. So you guys be careful trading. Stick with your rules. If you feel emotions coming up, call it. There's no point in having a big bad red day. Okay, see you guys later.